We learn from this the Gemara Masechet Avodah Zarah, page 4a, and also the Gemara Masechet Shabbat, page 55a, says that if you see another Jew sinning and you are in a capacity of rebuking that Jew, you see him driving on Shabbat, and you have some connection to this person, you have the ability to speak up, you have a voice, you have eyes, you have the information of what to say, and you don't say it, the sin goes on you too. He drove on Shabbat, you didn't say anything. In Shamayim, they're going to say you drove on Shabbat too. Yeah, but I've been keeping Shabbat my whole life. Not anymore. The Gemara further elaborates and he says, if you're in a capacity to influence the public, and you don't influence them to do tshuva, you see that the public is sinning against Hashem. 80% of Am Yisrael are driving on Shabbat, and you don't say anything, you get all their sins. That keilah that you're in, that community you're in, all their sins. And if you're a gadol, you're popular, you get 1 million viewers, you have the capacity to influence the public, and you don't, you get all their sins. Meaning the bigger you are, the bigger the platform that Hashem gives you, and you don't use it, will actually be the sword that kills you. But furthermore, if you do rebuke, then HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, "Vayechaper al bnei Yisrael." If you do rebuke, then you are atoning for Am Yisrael. Meaning, whether they listen or they don't listen, you rebuking, you're saving them from being destroyed by Hashem. Anytime there's somebody out there that is rebuking Am Yisrael to do tshuva, he is in essence buying all of Klal Yisrael and the rest of the world at large more time. The second nobody rebukes, that's when the Mabul happens. That's when the destruction happens. In essence, who does Rav Wasserman, the Gemara, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu himself say we are supposed to honor at the highest level? He says the ones that are buying us more time, the ones that are rebuking us. Because just like the Gemara Masechet Chagigah, page 14a says, Anshe Emunah Avadu. There was no more men of truth at the time of Jeremiah. Kadosh Baruch Hu said to Jeremiah, go look in the streets and find me one person that's rebuking the people and I'll forgive all of them. Jeremiah says, I can't find. That's when Hashem decided to destroy Am Yisrael. Destroy the Beit HaMikdash instead of Am Yisrael. But in the process, many of Am Yisrael, millions, just like a Holocaust. Much more actually. Meaning that the second no one was rebuking, Hashem says, if no one is rebuking, if no one is telling people to stop driving on Shabbat, and stop being intermarried, and stop wasting seed, and stop doing all of the sins against Hashem, if no one is rebuking, and no one is supporting rebuke, that means that Hashem is the only way to get Am Yisrael to do tshuva. And that's why HaKadosh Baruch Hu simply says, Lachen emor ineni noten lo et briti shalom. Moshe tell him and all of Am Yisrael that I give him my covenant of peace. An eternal priesthood. Pinchas was the grandson of Aaron HaKohen. But only the sons of Aaron were considered Kohanim. Pinchas wasn't considered a Kohen. Here we see that HaKadosh Baruch Hu makes Pinchas a Kohen after the fact, a new law. He changed nature, he changed eternity for Pinchas ben Elazar. But not just a Kohen, but he actually promised Pinchas that the Kohanim Agdolim are going to come from him. All of his descendants are going to be Kohanim Agdolim. The highest level Kohen. Something beyond exceptional. Because you have the Brit Shalom. Who has the Brit Shalom? Who has the Brit Shalom? Aaron HaKohen has the Brit Shalom. Why? Mishnah in Avot says, Aaron HaKohen, what does he do? Rodef Shalom. Ohev Shalom. He chases peace, he loves peace. But what peace? He just killed 2 people. Pinchas, he just killed 2 people. What, Hashem missed it? No, he says, Dafka, because he killed those 2 people, he is the epitome of Shalom. He is the symbol of Shalom. Why? That's real Shalom. Shalom that comes with exceptions of, listen, I'll accept you the way you are, you'll accept me the way I am, you are intermarried, I'm a Mechalel Shabbat, you're anti-God, and I'm anti-this, and everyone's going to be Shalom, Shalom. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, those people that say Shalom Yeli, I'm never going to forgive them. Real Shalom, Rabotai Yekarim, comes from people that are zealous for the Torah and are going to stand up for it. That's real Shalom. You want to have Shalom with Am Yisrael? Tell them the truth about the Torah. Whether you like them, you don't like them, whether they're black or white or green or burgundy, Ashkenazi, Sfaradi, tall, short, male, female, doesn't make a difference. You want to bring Shalom? Bring them the Torah. Because Shalom is another name for God. Bring them God. But not your version of God. God's version of God. The Torah. If that means that you have to tell them, by the way, you know you're intermarried. You know that if Pinchas ben Elazar ben Aaron HaKohen, will she kill you and your wife together? I'm not zealous like him, so I can't kill you. But if Pinchas was here, he'd kill you. Oh yeah, thank God he's not here. No. Don't say thank God he's not here because, you know, if you have a Brit Milah, Pinchas is coming. What do you mean Pinchas is coming? Pinchas is Eliyahu Navi. Pinchas is Eliyahu Navi. And by the way, you know what else? Before Mashiach comes, 3 days before Mashiach comes, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, I'm going to send Pinchas. I'm going to send Eliyahu Navi. All of those couples intermarried, he's going to kill all of them. That's what Pinchas does. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, that's Shalom. That's Shalom. Because that's Shalom based on the standards of Hashem. Now, Rabotai, many people are going to tell you this is insanity, this is fanaticism. That's only if you think Hashem is fanatic.